So in this video, I'm going to reveal the top 10 mistakes investors make in property. So hi, my name is Dwayne Squires from Property Result Investments, and I put this video together so that we can share the experiences that myself and Richard have had in making a hell of a lot of mistakes in property. We've been in property together a total of 30 years, and we've made a number of mistakes, which have cost us a lot of money, time, energy, arguments, falling out. Avoiding just a few of these mistakes will cut down a hell of a lot of time towards you hitting the objectives and goals that you have in property. So let me just get right into it. Number one is hype. There is a lot of hype in property investing, and to be honest, there's a lot of individuals that have made a hell of a lot of money in a short period of time, and there's a hell of a lot that haven't but are promoting that they have. So I want you to make sure that you avoid that hype. There's a really good book by Bronnie Ware which is called The Top 5 Regrets of the Dying, which effectively summarizes the biggest mistakes that those just in the last few days of their life have. The number one regret that was found was that individuals wished they had lived a life for themselves rather than what others had expected. So how do we relate that to property? Run your own race. There's a lot of individuals that go in this direction, that direction, and you may want to follow it, but make sure whatever direction that you go down, make sure it's your race. So that leads on to mistake 2. Shiny objects. So there's a lot of courses, training, books that you can go out and that are on the market. So I have to admit, I haven't experienced or gotten all these trainings or read all these books, and I'm sure the authors and the trainers are giving a hell of a lot of value, but you want to make sure you're focused. You can spend a lot of your time training, which is good, but little time implementing. And the training is very good for the theoretical aspect, but you have to get out there and be active, experience. Within your journey of property, you want to make sure you stay focused. And the shiny objects will come out in loads of different areas of your life and in your career in property, but just try and make sure you have a filter system. Take the training that helps you, works for you now, and those trainings that you can use in the future, take a note, put it down in a scratch pad or put it down somewhere, and come to that training or book when it's needed. At this moment in time, we just need you to get out there and take action and get results. And that takes us on to mistake number 3, which is poor planning. So there's a school of thought which directs individuals just to go out there and experience and just get into the nitty-gritty of property, which I am wholly for, but make sure it's within a framework or a plan that gives you boundaries of where your action is going. You know, you can have a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of time, a lot of energy, but be going in the wrong direction. When actually you want to make sure you've got a plan that sets out what's your goals, what's the strategy, how much time you have, what's the steps that you need to take, so that when you take action, you're going in the direction that will get you where you need to be. And that leads us on to mistake 4, which is no organization. So in property, you want to make sure that you're staying organized, have systems, processes in play, which mean that when you take an activity, you're not doing that activity in several different ways. You want to make sure that when you do an activity, that's always taking the same steps as you need to. And to make it real, in our experience, when we started investing in property, we had loads of spreadsheets, loads of documents, printouts, pads, everywhere, scattered. And what did that lead to? Confusion. Sometimes calling up vendors, which were the wrong vendors that we're meant to be talking to, the wrong contacts, making deals or offering on deals that were the wrong deals that we're meant to be offering on. We just made a hell of a lot of mistakes, and that's just down to poor organisation. So I really recommend that you get a system in place, be it a clear spreadsheet that has highlights of what you need to do, or a CRM system, customer relationship management system, that puts everything in together, like your contacts, the deals that you have open, the steps that you need to take. And that's something that we have put in our business. And if there's a recommendation you want, I really recommend Active Campaign. And we'll go into mistake 5, which is strategy. Now, there's a lot of strategies that give you the result that you need, but what I mean by strategy is doing too many in too little time. So time is constrained, and we want to make sure that you're getting the biggest bang for your buck in the shortest period of time. So it kind of links back to shiny objects, but here I'm really recommending focus on one strategy and just implement it with organisation, planning, and with energy, and get the result. And once you've got a sustained result with that one strategy, then move on. Try and avoid doing too many things at once, because all you'll do is spread yourself too fine, and rather than doing one thing great, you'll do many things not so great, unfortunately. Mistake 6 that investors make is evaluation. One of the primary skills that you need to learn as a property investor, and a confident one of that, is being able to how to assess a deal. And if you need any help on that, there's a video that I put together where there should be a link coming up on the screen. But what you need to learn here is being able to calculate what's the rent, what's the market value, what's the expenses, and what's your net profit and return on investment. Be able to confidently calculate a deal and in the quickest period of time will be one of the biggest skills and one of the biggest benefits that you can get. Then we'll go into mistake 7, which is poor budgeting. And this will cost you a lot. There is examples in our career in property where Richard and I were overhyped, overconfident, and from just doing one deal, we overestimated doing another deal. So how do I make that real for you? So when we got into property sourcing, we did quite a few deals, and rather than being able to manage the income that we've got and invest in that accordingly, we just splashed all that investment into something that we had zero experience of, and with zero training and guidance, and guess what? We got zero result. So here I really asked and recommend that whatever activity you're doing and whatever strategy that you implement, make sure you've got the right budget. Make sure you've got a budget that will make sure that if there is a mistake, you have enough money or enough capital around you to be able to plow forward. And that leads us on some common mistake number 8, which is mindset. One of the key frameworks, be it in property or life, is that your mindset and your thoughts drive your actions, and your actions drive your results. So if you have a poor mindset, you're going to achieve poor actions, and then you're going to achieve poor results. So here, have the right mindset. Have a mindset that means that you're going to be diligent, focused, and you're going to take big action to implement the right strategy and the right plan, and diligently and go out there and achieve it and put it into action. So this leads us on to common mistake number 9, which is action. By this, it's taking the right action and doing it consistently to get the result that you need. So whatever you can do, make sure it's balanced. So have the right training, the right plan, the right strategy, and take big action. be proactive, keep plowing forward. There will be challenges along the way, but challenges are good because it's going to thicken your skin, which you'll need to get to the next level of property. And then, last but not least, is number 10, which is doing it all yourself. Property is an area where it's all about people, working with people. And yes, to get started, you can do it all yourself, from calling up deals, making offers, calling solicitors, to paperwork, to a whole lot of actions and steps that are needed in property. But there comes a time where you need to work with others or outsource. So here, doing it yourself is good at the start, but you need to actually start working with others. And then also go another step, which is make sure in property that you're networking. Networking is key. So it's networking to build your power team, i.e. the team of individuals that will save you time, money and energy with your property journey, but also networking with like-minded investors that are taking the same path and same walk that you are, that can keep you inspired. So I've taken you through the 10 common mistakes, and to be honest, it was a bit of a rant, but hopefully you've taken the positives from it, which is trying to avoid all 10, but even if you just try and avoid a few, it will save you a lot of time and give you a real benefit and kick in the right direction that you need. And personally, me and Richard are still making some of these mistakes ourselves, but now that we've experienced it, we're trying to avoid it, and it's helping us a hell of a lot in our journey in property. So if you like this video, and if you like more of these types of content, then please press the like button plus subscribe to our YouTube channel.